Hello, and welcome to our session on finding research resources from the library. I'm Chelsea Lalonde, and I'm your Social Science, Humanities, and Education Librarian at Ontario Tech. In this session, I will explain how you can get help and support from the library, tell you a bit about library services, and then show you how to find resources to support your assignment using the library website. Let's get started. First, let's talk about library services. One way to get in touch with me for help or research support is to send me an email. You can also use the library's Ask a Librarian chat service to get help from a librarian right away. This is a great place to ask a quick question, get ideas for search strategies, and get advice about the best place to search while you're doing your research. Another option for more in-depth questions is to schedule a research consultation with me. Many of the library's services and resources are located online, so you don't necessarily have to come into the library to get help. Our library locations are open though, and you can come visit us in person or study in the library if you wish. In downtown Oshawa, we have the Social Science, Humanities, and Education Library on the first floor of 61 Charles Street. This is where you will find me, and our fall hours for fall 2021 are Monday to Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can always check the library website for updated hours. If you want to get a book from the library, you can visit us in person to get it from the shelf. You can find it on the website and place a hold on it for pickup at the library location of your choice, or you can have it sent to you by mail within Canada. You can also request digitization of a short excerpt of a book that's usually a single chapter or 10%. When you find resources through the library website that are available like journal articles and ebooks, you will be prompted to log in to the library for access. These are all subscription resources that are only accessible to current students, faculty, and staff. You log in using your student number and network password. If you have any trouble with this, contact me and I can help you figure out what's going wrong. I encourage you to try this out right away to make sure your library access is set up and ready to go so you don't have any issues getting into library resources later. If you want to make a research consultation with me or book an appointment, you can book an appointment directly through my Calendly link, or you can send me an email. I can help you develop search strategies to find research on your topic and show you how to use the library to do your research. The Ask a Librarian chat service is found on the library website, and you will find the hours of the service on the main library page. You can start a chat by choosing the blue Ask a Librarian tab at the bottom of the screen. If the library doesn't have a book you're looking for, try searching Ontario Tech and Omni Libraries in our Omni Library search. This will bring up records for books outside our library that you can request and have sent to our library for pickup. And another way to get access to articles or books the Ontario Tech Library does not have is to use our interlibrary loan service. And now that you know a bit more about how to get help from the library and the different services that are available, let's start by looking at an example topic and figuring out a strategy for finding resources. I'm going to start with an example topic. In this example, I want to know more about academic scholarship pertaining to visual rhetoric in cultural studies. In this case, I want to research and collect relevant academic sources on this topic, and I want to locate key scholars on visual rhetoric, identify key terms and theories of visual rhetoric, and identify different debates existing on this topic. I want to pay attention to who the scholars in the field are, where they're from, and figure out what they agree on. To get started, you want to do a bit of background research. This could mean looking at your class notes and reviewing readings or lecture slides, as well as starting to do a bit of research on the topic yourself. You might start doing this using a search engine to find out more about what visual rhetoric is and to have a better idea of the concept and what you might be looking for. You might find information in online encyclopedias, in videos, or maybe even in a book. Here I found a video about visual rhetoric that mentioned persuasion and affecting how people think or act. This made me think of possible connections to this topic with subject areas like psychology or advertising. I can find out a bit more by looking up different articles online or watching a short video on my topic, just to get a better feel for the topic before I begin finding those academic sources I'm looking for to support my assignment. These will give me a better understanding of the topic, as well as some of the key terms that I can use for my searching. The first place we're going to look for academic sources on this topic is on the library website at ontariotechu.ca/library. Using the library, we will find books and scholarly journal articles. Before we enter our search terms into the library's OmniSearch, we can think about different terms for our topic. We might start with one combination of words for our first search and change or substitute words as we go to find the best results on our topic. Sometimes it takes a while to play around with our search to find the right combination of words to retrieve the best results. Okay, we're going to get started using OmniSearch, and I'm going to use the words visual rhetoric and theory and culture in the Omni search bar. I put visual rhetoric in quotation marks to keep the words next to each other in all of the results. So they're always going to come up side by side. Here we have my results in Omni. I'm getting results from all kinds of different sources or resources in OmniSearch, including books, ebooks, articles, and videos. OmniSearch is a big search engine that pulls in information from most of the library's subscription databases, as well as our book and ebook collections. If I want to isolate my results to a specific type of source, I can use filters to refine my results. My search filters are found on the left-hand side of the results screen, and I can choose options such as peer-reviewed journals, articles, or books and ebooks, just to name a few. I can also narrow my results to a specific date range if I wanted to. Here I've applied the peer review journals filter. Now all my results are academic articles from peer-reviewed journals. In Omni, you can see that something is peer-reviewed if the record has a purple peer review icon beneath it. Often instructors will ask you to find peer review sources for your assignments, so this is a good filter to know about. Another good place to locate scholarly research is by using the library's research guides. Research guides highlight the best databases to find research on topics in a specific subject area. Our research guides are organized by faculty and program, so you will likely often be going to the section for the Faculty of Social Science and Humanities. In this case, we're going to visit the Communication and Media Studies guide. In the research guide, you will find that a selection of databases covering the subject area are highlighted. Searching a subject-specific database is a good way to find articles on your topic that are within a specific field, and you'll often find the number of results being retrieved is much easier to navigate, and the results are more specific to your topic. I'm going to choose the first database on the list, Communication and Mass Media Complete. In Communication and Mass Media Complete, I did a search for visual rhetoric and theory and culture. I can already see that I'm retrieving fewer results. On the left-hand side, I will find my search filters similar to those in OmniSearch, and there's a peer review filter option in here as well. Going back to my research guides, I'd also noted earlier that there could be a possible connection with this topic and the subject area of psychology. So now I'm going to go to the psychology guide, where I will find some psychology databases such as PsycArticles and PsycInfo. In PsycArticles, I started with a simple search for visual rhetoric. In this database, I only retrieved 4 results. So that's easy to look through to see if anything is appropriate for my assignment, but I'll probably take a look in the other suggested psychology database, PsycInfo. In PsycInfo, I'm going to also search only for visual rhetoric. You'll notice under the search bar, it gives me an option to limit my results to peer review or to a specific date range. Though my preference is to typically wait until I see what kind of results I get in a database before I apply my filters, so that I don't remove too much too early. In PsycInfo, it's showing many more results than I got in PsycArticles, so that's great. I can also try different combinations of searches to see if I get different results, like visual rhetoric and culture or visual rhetoric and theory. And remember, you can also apply your filters here. If I search for the theory of visual persuasion in PsycInfo, I can see a variety of results focused on visual rhetoric, including visual persuasion theory, visual political rhetoric, visual persuasion, and visual rhetoric theorists, all giving me an idea of different avenues I can explore on this topic. I hope that helps give you a better idea of how to find resources through the library to support your chosen topic for your assignment. Remember to look at your topic and draw out the key terms to construct your search, and also play around with your search terms and explore the topic and locate the best resources. Try using OmniSearch and also take a look at the subject databases to compare what different results you get in each place. If you're having trouble getting started, try using the Ask a Librarian chat or send me an email. I'm here to help you navigate the research process.